So in class, a couple of you asked me tonight to do a couple of these rational equation practice problems that we had on this worksheet. So I'm going to just do a couple of them at random. This is the sheet that you all should be working on yourselves. Let's do number 6. If you have the sheet, which you should, you know that it reads, two painters working together can paint a house in 10 hours. Working alone, the first painter can paint the house in 15 hours. How long would it take the second painter to paint the house working alone? So, the formula that we're using for all of these, remember that the amount of time that the painter uses to paint the house, 1 divided by that is the rate at which they paint the house. So, if we have two painters, we have painter 1 and painter 2. So painter 1 has time and painter 2 has a time. So the formula that we use is 1 over P1 plus 1 over P2 times the total time that it takes working together equals 1 completed job. So in this particular problem, it tells us that working together, they can paint a house in 10 hours. So that's their together time. So we're going to replace that T with a 10. Working alone, the first painter can paint the house in 15 hours. So painter 1 can do it in 15 hours. So in our formula, we're going to go 1 over 15 plus 1 over... Now, the question is, how long would it take the second painter if they were working alone? So that variable remains, and it still equals 1. In order to get, now we just need to solve for P2. So I'm going to multiply the entire equation by 15, P2, to get rid of the denominators. So that means that P2 plus 15 times 10 equals 15 P2. So 10 P2 plus 150 equals 15 P2. Subtract the 10 P2 from both sides. We get that 5 P2 is 150. Divide both sides by 5, and P2 would be 30 hours. Again, that is number 6 on your worksheet.